Hello and once again, peoples of the interwebs. So Sarah Nova and myself, Isle Ansuz, are back once again with some unboxings. It is our standard kind of monthly stream where we do which casket and which box.
Yep.
It's not so much we compare the two, but there is certainly a lot of competition between them. As far as I'm concerned, we had a little competition running between which I thought would be the better boxes, and for me personally, which box kind of won it thoroughly. I found the which box stuff to be far more homemade, home produced, and kind of real rather than what which casket was offering. I, however, am not the target market for either of them. Sarah Nova, however, is. So I'm going to leave most of this video to Sarah Nova.
Oh dear.
Boop, there's the first one.
Alright, let's open our witch casket. This box is all about intentions. We've got our little booklet here, which we're going to put to one side. And we'll put the box to one side as well, and we'll get our first item out, which is this lovely art print.
I will admit, which casket do always do really nice art prints.
Yep.
So they very much have a good stable of artists to draw from. So yeah, what was the theme for this box?
Intentions.
Intentions, okay.
And you got your monthly manifestations on the back.
If you want to hold it up to the camera, just so people can see. So the manifestations are your standard ones. I'll just wait for our camera to catch up on the screen. There we go. That way Sarah can see what she's done. I might lower that camera down a bit actually. Camera's going to get a bit wonky for a moment, folks. I do apologise.
Drunken camera.
Better than a drunken uncle. There we go. That's better. Sarah Nova's Helen. There we go. Just from the top of the arms to the bottom of the legs on the goddess now, so that's cool. Okay. So yeah, the art. Oh, let's flip it back over. There we go. A nice smoky cauldron. Very pretty.
On a moonlit night.
Yep. So there's your standard 6x4 postcard print as well. So I'm going to pop this one off to one side. What's in the box next?
Happiness Simmer Pot Ritual Kit.
Simmer pots are something that we've thought about doing a few times.
Yeah.
Never really got round to. But we do our various herb bundles and things like that, which people have used in simmer pots and baths and things like that. And they found them to be really cool. So I have a good idea what should be in a simmer pot. But let's go for this one.
Okay, I'm actually going to let our Ansuz cut the sticker.
Hey!
Because it'll be neater than me ripping apart the packaging.
I get to cut a thing.
Brace yourselves.
Have knife. We'll travel. Painless.
Painful.
For you, maybe, not for me.
Let's see what we've got inside. We have herb baggie number 1.
They're always labelled number. They never really tell you on the bag what they are. That'd be useful.
We have herb baggie number 2.
Okay, I'm going to give these a quick sniff. Mint, maybe? Ooh, smells like wet dog food.
And then we have herb baggie number 3.
That all smells like spearmint.
Let's see what the instructions say they are. A simple spell which can be used for any purpose. You will need packet number 1, rose petals.
Okay, did not smell like rose petals at all.
Packet number 2, orange peel.
Did not smell like orange peel. Oh no, it smelled a bit like wet dog or wet dog food.
Package number 3, mint.
Yep, the whole envelope smells of mint.
Then after that you need water, Moon water preferred.
Okay, do they tell you how to make moon water?
No.
Well, that's a shame.
Heat the water in the pan and add the rose petals, orange peel and mint, stirring clockwise with intention to attract happiness. Allow this to simmer and fill your home with its magical aroma. Once your spell is complete, you can return the water and herbs to the earth with gratitude.
I mean, yeah, that's something we could quite easily make, to be
Yep.
honest. I mean, we've got 2 events coming up this weekend. We won't have time to make them for that, but we've got plenty of other events that we can do it for. So, yeah, there we go.
Yep. And then this has some fancy artwork on the back.
Yeah, it's the same artist as this one, I think.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, let's
Swirls and swooshes.
Yeah. We'll get this popped back into the bag. So do they tell you why it's each of those herbs?
No.
See, that's a shame. So I know when we do our herb boxes and things like that, we put some actual information on what the content is, why we use what we use and things like that. And that's the sort of thing I'd really like to see on Witch Casket. If there was to put that in, you've got this whole card. You know, you could easily fit all that information on here without a problem. But yeah. Okay. What's next?
What's in the box?
Gwyneth Paltrow's head.
It is the monthly scroll.
Ooh. The scroll.
With this little plasticky metal ring.
Yep. We'll just slide it off.
It's very tight.
I'm sure. Okay, I'll grab one and you grab the other.
Magical intentions.
Okay, let's get this up on the screen a little bit more. Okay, sets your intentions at the very heart of any spell, ritual, or manifestation. Magic is nothing without intention. Magic is purely intention. So a little bit about visualizing, incantations, journaling. Yeah, lots of stuff on there. I like the border work on this. I really do. It reminds me of the witch box one we had last time, where it had really cool border work, rather than just a plain scroll.
Yeah.
Which I know Witch Casket have done quite a few times, just info on a scroll. But I like it with a border.
Yep, the border's funky.
And they could have taken that border out by another 8-9 millimeters to fill up the whole of the page. Made the words on there a little bit larger. Not all of us have perfect vision, you know.
Nope.
But you know what? This is still a nice scroll, and it is, as ever, made from pretty good quality paper as well. If you want to let go of that, I shall roll this up.
This is shaping up to be alright so far.
So far, quite acceptable by my standards.
Hi, Chrissy.
Hello, Chrissy. Thank you for joining us today. We hope that you had a lovely weekend last weekend. After all, we saw you, so we know you did. We hope that your week has been very nice ever since. We're just a couple of items into our first box of unboxing. So we've had a nice little intention scroll, some art, and a little simmer kit so far.
Next up, we have... Oh, this is a weighty pouch.
Okay. Pop it onto the goddess.
A pouch. The pouch has got some nice artwork on the front.
It's also decent quality heavy cloth as well.
Yep. Now the question is, what's in the pouch?
Okay, what we got now? Like I said, that is a really thick linen pouch, and it's got some nice artwork on it as well. I hear some clanking in there.
We have
Ooh, okay.
candle carver.
Yep.
Now this is a lot nicer than the candle carver they did with the candle magic box. And we have a magic spoon.
Yep, I'm going to pop this one here. Okay. We've got a little info pack as well.
This set includes Enchanting Intentions candle carving tool. Use this magical carving tool to etch sigils representing your intentions into your candles before working your magic. Work mindfully and with intent.
So yeah, they've done a candle carver before. It was just a very basic. So this one is Witch Casket. I'm just going to grab the. If you pass the leaflet. It's a monthly subscription pack. This is March's box that we're doing at the moment. So we'll always run a month behind. And then at the end of it, we look through the booklet just to check everything out. Now this box costs just under £30.
£29 exactly.
Yeah, including P&P.
Then we have the Enchanting Intention Spoon. Stir your intentions into your recipes, potions and brews. With this beautifully crafted stainless steel spoon, clockwise to invoke, counterclockwise to banish.
Okay, I used to go fishing a lot as a kid, and this reminds me of one of the old lead fishing weights. Okay, the point on that is pretty sharp, but you're not going to cut yourself just by touching it, which is good. It's interesting that they packaged them together.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why they packaged them together. That could have been two separate items. It really could have been. Unless you're meant to scratch the wax off of something, put it in the spoon and stir that into your spell.
I don't know.
Again, they're a little bit unclear on information. Okay, it's got a bit of burring on the back. It's not a great texture there. Makes me feel a bit like I'm scratching nails down a chalkboard.
But it's a pretty spoon.
It is a pretty spoon, yeah. Let's get the detail of that up onto the camera. You've got a nice little moon effect there. You've got the vine work as well on front and back.
Then you've got detail on this, which includes lots of stars and squiggles.
Yep, so again, all vine work and stars.
Moons.
Yeah, so they're both very nice. I'm curious as to why they were packaged together. That doesn't make sense. So that only counts as one item, which is interesting, unless the booklet has them as two separate items. Oh, it is a very pretty spoon. You are right. Yep.
Let's pop these away and get on to the next item.
Yeah. Now there's actually quite a lot in this box, which is nice. There isn't always a lot of stuff. Sometimes it feels like there's a lot of filler. This time, I don't really think there is any actual filler, except for things like the incense and the scroll, which are their standard filler items.
Let's pop that to one side. And then we have a sigil plate with chalk.
Okay, that's interesting. Not seen those before.
Let's see what it looks like. If I can get the box open.
Do you want me to do it?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I feel a bit cheated with that one. So, we know people that make these that come to our markets. It's a very pretty item, but it is your standard slate coaster that has been laser embellished.
I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty, don't get me wrong. Get that up on there so you can see all the details. You got a nice little bit of chalk. Comes with some feet to keep it off from the table as well. Little non-slip feet. Again, it's a nice item. I'm not going to lie. It's a nice item. Okay, what's the wording on the back?
Use the chalk to draw sigils or words relating to your intent. Then use the slate for your spell work. For example, stand your candles on the slate to work candle magic, or place your spell jar on the slate to amplify your intent.
Interesting. Okay, so it mentioned about a spell jar. I wonder if there's going to be a spell jar in this set.
Who knows?
I'm going to get this one popped away while Sarah Nova gets out the next piece.
Our next piece is a piece of sodalite. Let's just get this out bag. It's not a very big piece, but it's a very pretty piece.
Okay, it's smaller than normal.
There is the piece of sodalite.
A nice kind of astral blue and star effect on that.
Sodalite brings emotional balance, enhances self-acceptance and raises self-esteem. This magical stone can help you to overcome negative self-talk and encourage rational thought, clarity and communication, allowing you to set the firm intentions which are essential to magic. That's sodalite.
Yep, pretty standard.
Yep. It's a nice colour though. Nice deep blue.
I will admit it also matches the theme for the box, which is all purples and blues.
Yep. Next up we've got our pin badge.
This is something that they do every month. You always get a pin badge with their boxes. Yeah, let's pop it that way.
No, it's done. It's supposed to go that way.
Is it? I thought there was a hand. Yeah, that is a hand.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's hold it up to the camera. There you go. The enamel pin. Could go any way, really.
It's very pretty though.
Yep. Again, some nice art on the back as well. Pop that to one side. Let's get the next thing.
Next up we have some intention sealing wax. Which makes me wonder whether there's going to be a wax seal in here.
Yep.
Help.
Okay.
I am terrible at getting boxes open.
Okay. Oh, this is actually better quality wax things than they've done before.
Yeah.
It is indeed holding the moon. Yeah. So I personally think it should be that way. That way it's holding the moon up. But the magazine, hopefully, that comes with it will show us.
And then back to the sealing wax. We've got 4 nice bars here.
Yep. So we do a lot of sealing wax and a lot of different pieces for our products. And I've seen this style of wax candle for them before. I know they're generally pretty good quality.
Yep.
Yeah, they will come with a little fleur-de-lis symbol on there, pretty standard.
Yep.
And it's just the 4 bars. Black, white, green and red.
Yep.
Although I'm a little bit colourblind, so the red looks quite pinkish. And the green has a bit of a metallic sheen to it.
The green is metallic.
Yeah. So what else we got?
Well, we have some intentions incense.
So you always get incense with their boxes, always.
A blend of sandalwood and frankincense.
A pretty basic blend, yep.
Sniff test.
Yep.
That's not too bad.
Yep. Get that one up to the camera. Got your standard safety warnings on there.
And then some words.
Yep.
Light the incense and affirm. My intentions are set as I light this fire. Fragrant smoke carry my desire. As I speak this magical charm, grant my wish but cause no harm.
It's a little bit Wiccan, but you know, that is the path that the ladies that make these follow. Okay, we have 2 items left in the box.
Yep.
Okay, let's pop the incense off to one side.
Next up we have, aha! Intentions wax seal stamp. Some very nice packaging.
Let's pop the box.
Ooh, it's a nice one.
Yep.
It says, so mote it be.
That's cool. And I'll pop that up onto the camera. There we go.
I'll go with the rest of my wax seals.
Yep. And it does unscrew as well.
It's got a very nice handle to it.
Yep, that is a very nice Don't know if that's plastic, that handle. Yeah, either way, it's a nice large wax stamp, which is a little rare. The others are usually around 2/3 the size of this.
Yep.
Okay, and then the final thing in the box.
This has been quite a good witch casket so far.
You know what? I've been moderately impressed.
This is the Witch's Willow Charm Kit.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, this is witch bells. Make your own witch bells.
We have a bell,
Got 3 bells.
pentacle charm, another bell, key charm,
Yep.
a string, and the willow wreath.
Yep. Okay, so you get quite a lot in this one. So, yeah, that's not bad. Just going to unwrap one of these bells. Your bog standard little metal bells. We've got lots of those.
Yeah, as are all bronze though.
Yeah. So, yeah. There you go.
That's cute.
Yep.
Give me something to do on stream another time.
Yes. So you've got plenty of these little projects to do at some point.
Yep.
A little kind of witchy makey thing. The design. Design for what, Chrissy? Oh, on the stamp. The stamp was "So Mote It Be," with some laurel leaves and moons.
Very pretty. Yeah. Bit hard to see on the camera.
Yeah. But yeah, this is a kind of bog standard little wreath charm bell kit. I see these selling at quite a lot of events already pre-made. Not a problem at all, Chrissy. Absolutely not a problem at all.
Yeah, I think this one's quite cute.
Yeah. So I'm going to pop these bits back into their individual boxes, and then we're going to go through the catalogue, as it were. Pop the charms back in.
Pop the bells back in. And pop the string in.
Okay. So let's go through the
booklet.
booklet, and we can talk about each item.
Okay. First of all, we've got some very nice artwork.
Yep.
And the standard greetings message from Deb and Ella.
Yep. The mother and daughter that run this casket.
Then we go into the items themselves. Do we have the Witch's Willow Charm Kit?
Yes, we do. Right. So at events, I've seen these go for between £15 and £25, depending on whether they're handmade or not. Mm-hmm. If they're mass produced, you're looking at 15. If they're handmade, you're looking at about 20 to 25 for this. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of cool. This alone pretty much pays for the cost of the box. What else is there?
Well, it includes the meanings of the things here.
Which is good.
Willow for strength, bells for cleansing, pentacle for protection, and key for unblocking and safety.
That's cool. So it's good that they've actually got the meanings of it on this one. In the past, Witch Casket have kind of been quite basic in their information in their little catalogue thing. Okay, what else is there?
Enchanted Intentions Altar Tool Set. That's the bag.
So they're selling it as a tool set. That's cool. That makes sense. So, yep. Okay. So, there's the two things in there.
Yeah.
The spoon and the spiky bit.
Candle carving tool.
Yep.
Then do we have the sigil plate with chalk?
How much would you pay for this little toolkit, the spoon and carver?
About 25 quid.
So for them together, yeah, about £25. Otherwise, £20 individually. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we make witch bells ourselves. We sometimes have them out for sale on our stall. But we always kind of forget to put them in our packing because we don't really always have anything to hang them from how we changed our setup a little bit. But anyway, the sigil plate. So how much would you pay for the sigil plate?
About 10 to 15.
Yeah, so we have someone that comes to our events that sells these coasters, and they're between £7 and £10, depending on the size. This one is closer to the £10 size. I'll pop all these back into the box as well as we go. Okay, what next?
Intentions sealing wax set.
Yep.
No.
Oh, the wax.
The wax.
Okay. So you got 4 different waxes in there.
Black for banishing, letting go and protection.
Yep.
White for purity, cleaning, all magical workings. Green, abundance, good fortune and growth. And red for passion, courage and strength.
Cool. So about £7 to £10 for those.
Yep.
That's not too bad. What next?
Intentions wax seal stamp.
Look. Yep, we got that. Again, so this is a nice one. It's got a nice handle on it, and the stamp on it is nice and large. So you're looking...
I'm looking about £7.
Yeah, £7 for that. Maybe 10 because it is the whole thing, not just the head. Okay, what next?
Do we have the happiness simmer pot ritual?
We do. So these are generally, what, £7?
We sell for 7.
Yeah.
They have on their website for 12.
Ooh. See, I find £12 a bit too much for that. I really do. Our stuff that's similar is significantly cheaper. You also don't get a lot of the herbs in here either. So that's one of the drawbacks to it being £10.
12.
Oh, sorry, £12. Yeah. I'll pop that one away. Okay, what's next?
Intentions incense.
Yep, your bog standard £1.50 for a box of incense. I can't really smell it, unfortunately. There's too many other smelly things in the box.
Then it's the Sodalite Tumblestone.
This is a really small tumblestone, unfortunately, by their standards. But a couple of quid at most.
Magical Moon Enamel Pin.
Yep, we have the moon enamel pin. These are about £6.50 on their website.
£7.50.
£7. I thought that's
Nope,
£6.50.
£6.50. I'm getting confused.
Yeah, so it's £6.50 on their website for the little pins. Some of them are quite large. Others, like this, are a little bit smaller.
That's about right for a pin.
Yep.
Might seem pricier to some, but it's the same sort of price you'd pay at any decent convention.
Yep. Yep. Okay, what we got next?
Magical Intentions Parchment Scroll.
Yep, we have a parchment scroll. Again, you're looking at £1 to £1.50 for these.
Yep.
But it is nice quality paper, which is cool. And then
Magical Intentions Art Print.
Yep, the final piece that was in the box, the first piece out, the art print with their little intentions and manifestations stuff, which they do every month. Again, it's a nice bit of art, all in all. So yeah, we got that as well. Okay.
And we've got their little disclaimer.
Yep. And then just some of the stuff from previous.
Yep.
Okay. Just going to pop this under the camera again. Okay, there was, or is, a lot in this box. I think a little bit more than usual, and also far better quality than usual as well. Everything seems to fit the theme very nicely, which is something they've struggled with some of the past boxes, where you're not really sure why that item is in there. And they've got rid of those horrible potato sack bags for things, and they're using proper heavy linen cloth again.
Yep.
Which is always good. It holds the design so much better.
I think they used the potato sack bags last time because it's because it was greenish and it looks more rustic.
Yeah, it just felt cheap. And that basket that they gave us was cheap. Can't pick it up without getting splinters from that thing.
No.
So, but yeah, for the first time in a long time, I'm going to say I personally actually like this box.
Yep.
I can understand the reasoning behind everything in there. I'm normally quite a harsh critic of these things. In part, that comes from running a craft market and seeing some of the amazing work that some of our creatives do at the markets. But yeah, I could see boxes like this at our events selling for £30 to £40 without a problem. I really could.
I'd give this one a solid 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd say 8. I'd go for an 8. If the tumblestone and pin was a little bit larger, fantastic. If there was information on the boxes, then yeah. Or with the simmer kit, if you had more herbs, that'd bring it up for me.
There wasn't info on the simmer kit in the book.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a shame, but there we go. So this is actually quite a good one for a change.
Yep.
I'm quite happy with this one, which is a rare thing. So we're going to swap this one out for the next one. Okay, so our next one is which box? So covered up our address there so you can't see that. It comes in a very basic brown postal envelope with a little star and moon on it. Just your basic tape. We've already started to open this one, haven't had a proper look inside. So
this one is Rituals.
yeah. No worries. Have a great weekend, Chrissy. We'll see you another time. But we're on to our second box. This one comes with a slightly fancier looking booklet.
Rituals.
Rituals and intent. There could be quite a lot of crossover with this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to pop that off to one side.
Yep.
Okay. One thing that these guys always do is once you're inside the box, the packaging is above and beyond. It really is. So you open it up and then you've got a little present to unwrap, which is really, really cool. I like that.
A bit ruffled this time, but that's because I tried to have a sneaky peek.
Well, that's what you get for being naughty and trying to have a sneaky peek.
I was excited.
Yeah.
Then we unwrap the present.
Yep.
And we have all this stuff in the box.
So there is a lot. Once again, it's all heck. There is a lot in this one. Okay. Right, I'm going to put this box off to one side. And we're going to start at the top. So we are now on the witch box rather than witch casket.
And our first item is a witch bottle spell kit for protection.
Okay, so these we make and sell ourselves. So it's going to be interesting to do a little comparison.
Mm-hmm. I will let you knife through the sticker.
Shoop.
Let's see what we have inside. We have...
Let's just do this the easy way.
We have a tea light. A bottle.
Yep.
Some sea salt.
Okay.
Then we have a protection mix.
Okay, pre-blended, so that's cool.
Containing rosemary, seaweed, cinnamon, juniper, sank and sank.
Juniper berry, catnip, do not consume. That's a nice little pre-blended baggie there, so that's cool.
And then we have the instructions.
Yep. Again, got some really nice art on there, which is really cool.
You will need Ingredients are a small glass jar and cork. Check.
Check.
Sea salt.
Check.
Mixed herbs.
Check.
Purple twine.
Check.
White tea light candle.
Check.
You will also need, not provided, vinegar. Sharp objects.
Okay. Interesting.
Such as nails, pins, broken glass, or thorns for protection. Take care and wear protective gear when handling these items.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so they could have put in some little nails or something.
Instructions. Pour a layer of sea salt into the bottom of the jar, visualising it as a barrier of protection. Add a small amount of vinegar, not too much as it will dissolve the salt over time. Imagine it dissolving any harmful energy aimed at you. Drop in your sharp objects, symbolising a defence against negative forces. Tap the herbs into the bottle, saying, "With these herbs I weave my shield. No harm shall enter, none revealed." Now, I'm not going to read the rest of that because it's very small writing and the font's a bit difficult.
So this is your bog standard occulty looking font. It's nice, but if this was on an A4 scroll, would have been perfect.
Yeah.
Or even an A5 would have been amazing. A little fold out one, I think. So that lettering is just a little bit too small this time round. But you know, it's a very nice item. It tells you everything that you need and the things that don't come with it. Right. Pop these back into their envelope. So we do our own version of this. It comes with a candle, 3 different herbs or salts and things.
And crystals.
And crystals as well, and the jar. So yeah, so we sell our own version of this for what?
£7.
£7. So, you know, it's good to see another company's version. Always good. Gives us some ideas on how to make ours better.
Yep. And we have an art print.
Yeah. So that's a cool art print. I like that. And you got the leaping hare, which is very symbolic at this time of year for Ostara and things like that.
Reminds me a bit of Watership Down.
A little bit, yeah. During one of the weird dream sequences. Get that up to the camera so you can see it better. And then on the back, how to use crystals for ritual work. Okay, so it's not related to the picture, but it is some additional info, which is always good. That is always very useful. It's one of the things I really like about this box. You always get something a little bit different, a little bit extra. And yeah, that card definitely counts.
Then we have some incense.
Cool.
This is very purple.
Yep.
Ylang Ylang incense.
Okay, we've got 6 sticks in there.
Give or take.
Yep, so that's cool. That's your basic amount that you get in a box, really. But no, there's more than 6 in there. Sarah's just counting it for the folks that can't see what she's doing.
7.
Yeah.
Give or take.
Yeah.
7 or 8.
Yeah. So you've got a whole bunch of ylang ylang, which is cool. Yeah, there's 8 in here, which, like I say, is your standard amount in one of those paper slip tubes that you get.
Yep.
So yeah, good stuff.
Then we have a scroll.
Oh, this time comes on a little elastic band rather than the metal ring.
And ping.
Yep, I'll take the top end. Okay, so this is, again, a really nice border. They could have stretched out a little bit, could have matched up to the size of the paper. But you know what? I'm happy with that. I really am.
Yep.
New Moon Ritual. It is your basic New Moon Ritual at it, or on it. Again, the font is a little bit tricky to read, but we're not really close up to it.
No.
So if we was holding it at our normal range, we'd be able to read it without a problem, I think. But again, it's got really nice artwork on it. Quite biblical with the snake on the side and things like that.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty standard. Oh, and a little toad at the bottom as well on the left-hand side.
Yep.
So yeah, that's cool. I like it.
Yep.
Again, it's also really nice paper as well. Okay, if you want to let go of that. Then where's our little rubber band? I'll get that rolled up again.
Now the question is, what's in the box?
Yeah, we'll go for that thing.
We have an incense holder.
That's cool. Nice and flat so people can see it. So that will hold 4 incense sticks at a time.
Or a cone.
Or a cone in the middle, but the middle isn't solid metal, so the cone might damage that. But that's still a nice little incense holder.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Sort of thing that you see in your standard pagan or head shop. Yeah. They're kind of cool. I like.
Yep.
It's also nice wood as well. Just going to cover up the barcode on the back. Oh, okay, yep, cool. Okay.
Then we have a piece of howlite and a stringy.
Yep. Some little packing noodles that are in here. Just going to get rid of those.
Let us reveal our howlite. Decent chunk.
Yep, larger than the chunk we had from the other box. I'll say that straight away.
And get a little card with all the properties. Now, blue howlite is often used as a substitute for turquoise because it looks the same but it's significantly cheaper.
Got to save money in this day and age. So what's the qualities of white howlite?
White howlite is a stone of many properties. One of its key powers is its ability to bring clarity of mind. Try holding it tightly in your dominant hand in meditation before ritual work to prepare yourself. This is a stone that encourages stillness and contemplation, allowing you to look inward. Therefore, many like to keep this stone in their bedroom for a restful night. In addition, it is thought to aid in spiritual awakening, allowing you to connect with other worlds and bring back wisdom.
Cool. Pop that back into its little bag.
Before Isle Ansuz makes it explode.
Look, stones only explode if people use them with negative intent on me.
Then we have a little wax melt.
You don't get these very often in any of the kits anymore. At one point, back in the day, when we first got this stuff, there were quite a few wax melts and things.
Yeah.
But now, not so much. This is quite nice to see.
Yeah, it's cute. And it's got a blend of bay and rosemary.
Cool. That's a nice cleansing one.
Let's just take a closer look at the ingredients. Contains dried lemon, corn flour, labradorite and citrine. And it smells of bay and rosemary.
Cool. Okay, we've got some slight damage on one of the next bits.
Oh no!
Yeah, but that's okay. The item itself isn't damaged. But yeah, a nice little wax melt.
Yep, that's cute.
And again, it's got the safety info on the back as well.
Then we have a ritual blend. Ritual herb blend.
Okay.
Now the packaging is a little bit torn.
It was on one of the other items that was on top of it as well.
Ah.
So something that's on top of it as well that is also slightly torn. But that won't have broken the plastic seal that's in there.
No.
So that's okay.
This is a nice little herb blend. You get plenty of it.
Which is really good. Normally with the herb blends in boxes, it's like a teeny tiny bag.
Yeah, you get a decent amount in here.
Yep.
And this contains rose petals, thyme, marjoram, black salt and chamomile.
Interesting blend.
You see the black salt in there, it's the pinky purple stuff. Because their black salt comes out very red.
Yeah. But that's okay. There we go. About the same size pouch as a cat food pouch for comparison, if you have cats. Okay, what's the next thing?
We have some candles. Abundance.
Okay. So they're unscented, but they are greeny grey.
Yep. And you get 12 of them in here. They each burn for an hour. And you got your safety information on the back.
Yep.
Cover that barcode up.
Yeah, Spirit of Equinox, they're one of the big wholesalers that do things.
Yep.
We've used them ourselves in the past for stuff.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, a basic set of candles. That's kind of cool. Right, going to put 4 things on the table next.
Because they're all linked.
Yep. But 4 little boxes, each with a glass bottle inside. First one, vervain. It's got the information on what it's for as well. As you can see, unfortunately that box is damaged, but that's okay. You've got a nice little glass jar, little stopper, keeping it all nice and fresh. I can't smell it.
Let me try.
Yep.
We're actually out of vervain.
We've got a teeny tiny amount, we do need more.
Yep, that's vervain.
Yep. Okay, so the box tells you that it is for protection, repels negativity, peace, tranquility and wealth. Warning, do not consume, keep out of the way of children and animals.
Right, we're not going to put these back in the boxes.
I am.
No, we're not.
Well, we've got 4 of them.
Trust me, we're not going to put them back in the boxes.
Yeah, okay. So what's the next one? Oh, there was the
Tab.
tab. This one is nettle leaf. A nice bit of nettle leaf. Makes a good tea. Growth protection from spirits, healing, romance and renewal. Ooh, I do like the stickers on this as well.
Yeah, we'll be keeping the boxes.
Yep. Yeah, I will leave those out for the moment. And then we've got sage. Everybody knows what sage is and what sage does. If they don't, then hang in your broom and hand in your broom and off you go. Sage goes well with chicken and onions. I can't even. I think it's just my nose that's blocked up. So sage, good for cleansing, protection, wisdom, easing grief. Interesting. Devoted love and divination.
Yep, it smells like roast dinner.
And then our final one is fenugreek seeds. We made a herb blend for someone very, very recently that had fenugreek in. Amazing smell. But the seeds are very, very different. There we go. You got a nice little bottle. They're kind of heart-shaped for someone, which is kind of cool.
Sniff test.
So fenugreek, warding off psychic attack, prosperity and money manifestation. Again, it has the standard do not consume, do not put into animal type stuffs.
Yep, that's fenugreek.
Yep. Okay, just going to put those bottles off to one side.
As we're going to get the final item.
Yep.
Ritual box.
Okay, this is kind of cool. Okay, yeah, I see. Yep. Turn that one around. Now, people of a certain age might recognise these from their grandparents' homes and things like that, or your head shops and your spiritual shops and things. Nice bit of, I think, rosewood. Generally, these are made from. At least used to be made from. However, this one, room for all the little bottles inside. That's really cool. They will rattle around a little bit, but that's okay. So you've got room for 12 bottles, which is really cool. Have we had any bottles from these guys before?
Nope, but we're going to be getting more apparently.
Oh, sweet. So that'll be what's in their next one. That's really cool. Another 4 bottles in their next one, hopefully.
Who knows?
That'd be really cool. Yeah, I like this. Just going to close that lid up. Yeah, it does rattle a bit, but that's okay. You can put a bit of cloth in there to protect them or something if you're going to be carrying them around. Yeah, this is a really nice box. I quite like this.
Just want to check something.
Yep. Okay, and the boxes themselves will not fit, I think, once the lid is down. Oh, it does. Okay.
Put them back in the boxes.
Yeah, let's get these back in their boxes and put them in the big box.
I've got sage, which is
Fenugreek. Okay, so that's actually really cool because then you've got the meanings for them.
that's nettle leaf.
Thank you. Then you should have vervain.
Yep.
Okay, this means that they are now not going to rattle around in this box, which is even better. That's it. Cool. Oh. Yeah, now they do not rattle.
Hooray!
So that's cool. I like this. I really do. Just going to remove a little tag from underneath. So I'll leave that on there for now. But yeah, this is a really cool little item.
Yep.
Okay, let's go through the booklet.
Booklet.
Okay, so these booklets generally go a little bit more above and beyond than the Witch Casket ones. Okay.
Okay.
We have the ritual box. Okay, and you can also see it gives you lots of information about what this box is for as well, which is something Witch Casket haven't previously done. Witchbox do it all the time. Witch Casket, up until recently, didn't. We've got our little incense tray.
Yep.
Incense. Witch bottle kit. Candles.
Art card.
The art card.
Howlite.
Wax melt.
Herb blend.
Herb garden collection. Book of Shadows page.
That's it.
And that's it. But it does then, for the next rest of the pages, give you a lot of information. How to use your ritual box. Ritual tools that you're going to need. So you've got athame, bells, bolognese, chalices, chalk. And then a little ritual circle idea. Things that you're going to need to make it. Yeah, it's basically a little ritual for you to perform, which is really cool. And then you've got an Ostara ritual as well. Information about planting and washing your windows for prosperity and good health and good luck. And then a note on witchcraft. Adept. A note for witchcraft adept.
This is slightly advanced witchcraft.
Yeah, I'm just going to get that onto the...
And this is drawing down the moon, which I actually studied in my Wicca course I did online.
Cool. And then some important dates in the UK. March the 20th, Ostara. March 21st,
To April 19th.
season of Aries. April 12th for the pink moon. April the 7th, Mercury in retrograde ends.
Yes!
And then all of their social media things as
Yep.
well. So yeah. Gonna get this popped back into its box.
Back in the box.
Although I don't think it's going to stay in the box for very long. I think Sarah Nova's going to get all this put out on the shelf very quickly.
No. I'm waiting for you to build the other shelves.
Fair enough. Oh, there you go, folks. I have to go build some shelves in a moment. That is my job for the day.
Run out of room.
Yep. And you know what else has run out of the room? This box. Trying to get everything back in. Oh, I can see why that got a little bit squished. Oh. Okay. This box is jam-packed, just like the other one was.
Jammy, jammy, jam.
Right, so how much was this one?
£32.
So a little bit more expensive,
Yep.
but I think the additional information you get in there makes it far more worthwhile.
Yeah.
Close all this up. I'll leave that undone. Right, this month, oh, I can't pick a winner between
I think
them.
it's the draw.
This one is a decent draw for a change. Which casket actually have moderately impressed me? And which box have got things in it that I would actually go out and buy?
Yeah.
Whether for myself or a friend or my wife, which is you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's stuff that I would actually buy for a change.
Yep.
So actually, I'm going to pop that there. And this one here. So yeah, that's who we had this time round. Which box with their rituals and which caskets with intentions. Onto the goddess herself. Two quite different boxes, which I'm quite pleased with. I thought there might have been a bit too much crossover in intention and rituals, but I'm pleased to see that there wasn't. I'm happy with all the contents and all of it, even though the boxes are not for me. I just like to talk.
Yep, he does the talking, I do the magic.
That's the one. But yeah, there you go, folks. That, I think, is it for today.
Yep.
Yeah, we will see you in a month's time with another unboxing. Possibly not even that long, probably just 2-3 weeks, really.
Couple of weeks if we do this on schedule.
Yeah, this one is way behind schedule today. But this weekend, you will find us at Bellostra, which is the Pagan Future Fests event held in Carshalton, which is kind of near Sutton and Croydon. Very easy to get to from Croydon as well. And then on Sunday, we are at the Orpington Alternative Market, held at the Old Priory on Church Hill in Orpington, which is southeast London and northwest Kent. Thank you very much for joining us today, folks. We hope you have an amazing afternoon, evening, or whatever time of day you are watching this.
Yep.
Whether you are on the bus or taking the dogs out for a walk or trying to herd cats. Whatever you're doing, have fun, be safe, stay well.
Bye.